To Thursday and the launch of the Enhanced Games, a brand new sporting event that's billed as the Olympics on steroids because it's the Olympics on steroids.
It's the controversial sporting competition where drug cheats aren't just allowed, they're actually the stars.
Australian Olympian James Magnussen is front and centre at today's launch of the Enhanced Games, a competition where doped athletes will compete to smash world records for huge cash prizes.
It's honestly the happiest I've been in 7 years.
Well, of course you're happy, James. You spent all day on drugs in the pool. It's like a never-ending schoolies week. On top of that, he can now get a sponsorship with Cheat Picks. Now, cynics may think the Enhanced Games are just a blatant money grab for washed-up athletes, but the Games' Australian founder, Aaron D'Souza, says that its goal is to improve mankind, with the emphasis on man.
We're here today sitting on stage with multiple world record holders, ushering in the start of what I believe will be viewed as the next age of mankind.
I was wondering what was the appetite of female athletes to sign up to the Enhanced Games, and can we expect female athletes?
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah. It is interesting. Judging by that panel, women don't seem keen on competing on a dodgy playing field. They get enough of that in everyday life. Ally, yeah. Personally, I think the Enhanced Games are too easy. What I want to see are professional athletes taking substances that hamper their performance. Simone Biles vaulting on ketamine. Noah Lyles running the 200 after chugging a 2-litre carton of milk. That very French pole vaulter on Viagra. But one thing is absolutely certain. We have got to ban whatever ray gun was on. Absolutely. To Friday, and still on sport, after a tough couple of years, former Socceroos coach Ange Postecoglou made history.
Ange Postecoglou has done it, taking Tottenham Hotspur to glory in the Europa League final.
He said it, he did it. Ange Postecoglou delivering where other world-class managers and top players have failed. A trophy for Tottenham.
It's a quote, my favourite Australian Prime Minister, Paul Keating, he said after an unlikely victory, he said, "This is one for the true believers."
And if he'd lost, he'd have quoted his least favourite Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, and said, "Jenny has a way of clarifying things." Magnanimous in defeat, Man United fans were quick to blame their goalkeeper.
He's like the Statue of Liberty. He is stood there like that. Bloody concrete. I'd rather have a bloody dildo in goal. At least it moves.
And following the game, Man U signed Diego Maradildo for $20 million from Boca Juniors, which was a record signing for a dildo. Now, in his second season at the struggling Hotspurs, Ange has carried the weight of expectation, especially after this bold prediction last September.
Postecoglou made the comments that he always wins a trophy in his second season.
You said at the start of the season, the second campaign, you normally win. Are you seeing enough in this side that this season you do think that they will be a side that can win?
I'll correct myself. I don't usually win things. I always win things in my second year.
And it's true. He won the second season at South Melbourne, Brisbane Roar, Yokohama F Marinos and Glasgow Celtic. And he even won the second season of F-Boy Island. And he was such an F-boy. Ange is already focused on next season for the Spurs, and at their victory parade, he went even further with his bold predictions.
I'll leave you with this. All the best television series, Season 3 is better than Season 2.
What can Spurs fans expect from Season 3?
Not sure. I should have thought about it a bit more because, as somebody rightly pointed out, sometimes they kill off the main character, so I could be in strife there.
And spoiler alert for next season, Ange and Toadie take a wrong turn and drive off a cliff on their wedding day. Rolling through to Saturday, and the biggest breakup of the year keeps getting messier.
The Liberal-National partnership coming to an end.
It's only the third time in the 80-year history of the two parties that they've parted ways.
Is this the first time you guys may have spoken since the breakup?
In terms of Bridge and me, I think it is.
All right. Do you want to say anything to each other?
Well, I still love you, Bridge.
We fought an election together, Ted. We sat in shadow cabinet and we developed a great nuclear policy.
Oh, the worst thing you can hear after telling someone I love you has got to be, we developed a great nuclear policy. So how serious is it? Is it Splitsville?
It is not a Taylor Swift, we're never ever getting back together situation. It is more of a, you know, your parents have run off with the nice man who collects the bins in the 1970s.
Whoa. Wait, hang on, so both parents ran off with the man who collects the bins? Wow, the 70s were wild and awesome. But of course, the hardest thing about a breakup is when it starts to affect the kids.
And that's what we'll continue to do. Excuse me for a second. Boys, can you please be quiet? OK? Thank you.
Boys, please! I'm trying to hear about those swingers having a three-way with the bin man. So can the relationship be saved? To find out, a current affair turned to their resident love guru.
So you're saying there's still plenty of hope?
See this as a short-term mistake, not as a long-term response.
You know what, though, Mr. Howard? I always advise my friends against getting back with their exes.
I know somebody who remarried after being separated for 18 years.
And they lived happily ever after, right up until they drove off a cliff on their wedding day. So sad.